of 2009. I had great plans for what I was going to do on the video this morning, but a letter came. You know, it's very unusual to receive a letter, and when this one came, I saw it in the mailbox. I had taken Bentley out for a walk, and while I was out there, I thought I should check the mail. And it was a personal letter. Do you know how many years it's been since a personal letter came into my mailbox? So I looked at it, and I saw that it included my middle name on the envelope. It scared me because nobody knows my middle name. It's classified, it's secret. Dangerous things would happen if people knew my middle name. So I didn't open it right away. I laid it on the kitchen table and thought about it. Now, years ago I tried to do stand-up comedy while I was doing a radio talk show, and I found that it was not conducive to do a Monday through Friday talk show and try to be in another state doing comedy at a nightclub, because I didn't like traveling, and taking the train just took too long and I couldn't do it all, so I stopped doing it. One of the lines, though, in the comedy act that I did involved me calling one of my kids. I held the phone and I said, "Who gave me your number?" Inferring that the kid didn't want me to have his telephone number, and somehow it was funny. But this letter wasn't funny. I finally opened it. I am the youngest of 7 children in my family, and I am, how would you say it, the black sheep of the family. I was born much later than the other kids in the family. I had great parents. My mother was even Mother of the Year in Los Angeles, California. That's quite an honor, you know. She was a good mother, and when I came along, the last of 7, they had pretty well figured parenting out. So I was treated with great love. But I came so much later that most of my brothers and sisters had already left the house and married when I was born. I don't have any recollection of those 7 brothers and sisters living at home with me. So as I grew older, my family became boys that I was guardian to, and the church that I belonged to. I once was... This is a story which is beyond belief. I think back on my family. I remember as a child, they would have family get-togethers and dinners, and I was, because of my age, I mean, I had nephews and nieces that were older than I. I never really fit in with my brothers and sisters. I fit in with the nephews and nieces, and they'd have 2 tables, one for the adults and one for the children. And I was always sat at the children's table, so I don't think I bonded properly with my family. My brothers and sisters, after my parents died, they formed a little group, and they bought lottery tickets and things. And one time they won the big lottery in the state of Oregon. And I went to the TV show because they invited me. And when we were at the dinner after the TV show, and they won all that money, I turned to my older sister, Charlotte, and I said, "Charlotte, I would like to become a part of this. How do I get involved in this buying of lottery tickets every month?" I was enthusiastic and happy. And Charlotte turned to me very serious, and she said, "Jerry, you don't understand. We put this all together after Mother died. It was to keep the family together, and we're not taking any new members. Well, that kind of set wrong with me, so I went back to my pretend family of boys that I had raised. I hadn't talked to Charlotte since that day. That was 25 years ago. The letter that came was from my sister Charlotte. Let me read it. What do you make of this? Dimmitt, I recently saw some of your videos on the computer. I won't do that again. Listening to you brought back horrible memories of being trapped at a dining room table listening to someone haranguing on and on and on about subjects he knew nothing about, just mesmerized by the sound of his own voice. Sound familiar? Thank heavens that the computer has an off button. It's too bad you consider yourself, quote, an only child. If you had any siblings or family, I suspect some of them just might have different memories and opinions from yours, especially your mother. I knew your mother. Still love her dearly, as do many others. I wonder what she's thinking of your memories. I stopped and gave thought to that. And I really don't know how to respond. It's not like a hate letter that comes from a listener on a talk show. It's from somebody I do not know, who I probably should know. And I give thought to that too, because I am retired. And all I really know how to do is talk shows and things like that. Oh, Charlotte, I've heard my voice for so many years. I don't listen to it. You'll notice I don't even have earphones on. I'm sorry you feel that way, and I wish I knew you, but I don't. Nor do I know many of my others, brothers and sisters, or my nieces and my nephews. Something about being the last child, I guess, and not growing up with brothers and sisters, or being made to sit with the children when maybe I should have been sitting with my brothers and sisters, has tainted me. But I think I've turned out just fine. I've made mistakes, and I've done some good things too. Your letter perplexes me. I don't think I'm going to answer your letter. And Charlotte, I'm glad that you're not going to watch any more of my videos.